how, you know, I have also managed to win as well. Now, something occurred to me, and I want to ask this question publicly, and perhaps you might also be maybe a victim, or maybe somehow you have already been contemplating about the same thing I'm going to be asking tonight. And this question is this: why is it that almost everybody happen to know about crypto, right? For a very long time, especially maybe 5 to 6 to 7 years ago, almost everybody, right, tells almost the same story. That story is this: that they had opportunity when BTC was so amount of money. Some even had a couple of it. And somehow, when you ask them what happened now, some will tell you that somehow they lost access to it. Some will tell you somehow they sold it. And not just only BTC. If you take a look, you see some people had access to Solana, some people had access to BNB, some people had access to, different projects, different coins that today is doing amazingly well today. Are you with me now? Now, listen, I bumped into a couple of guys who are experts in crypto, who have done, crypto for some years now, had a couple of opportunities when things were happening in Web3. And I heard stories and I was like, wow. It's resonated because my experience with people, including our community, and that's why, you see, each of the training we do is very, very important. When we come to you and talking to you in this manner, I want you to pay attention, because why? We learn every day. And if you notice, you find out that you are not different from what I'm just explaining right now. For some of us, because that is how we treat this particular environment. So these guys were talking about, a couple of opportunities they had in the past, access they had to some of these coins today, that if by any means they are holding, let's say they are holding 10% of what they had access to in last 4 years, in last 5 years, or thereabout, today they will be billionaires in dollars. I'm telling you, it's not a joke. Some of us in this particular training tonight can testify to what I'm saying. Some of us had opportunity in the past. Some lost access to the wallet because of what? Lack of understanding. Some because of lack of knowledge. Some out of negligency. Some out of lack of belief. I'm telling you the honest truth. And that has been the story at which people have found themselves. Now, being a member of this community, let's assume this is your first training. You are joining, maybe as a result to you being, coming into this particular space. Let's assume this is your first training. I want you to know, here we give information freely, and we have to provide guidelines that will put you on a safer side to be able to maximize the opportunity you have. So you see what is going on today, but one thing I have understood about whatever they have explained, or people have explained about how they lost opportunities or how they had opportunity and couldn't maximize it well, it all comes down to one thing: fear of unknown. I said what? Fear of unknown. And when fear is actually at forefront, when you make decisions based on fear, you are likely to make more mistakes. Now, listen, why are people mostly afraid in some certain things? Number one cause of it is lack of knowledge. Yes, lack of knowledge. Because when you do things without direction, without knowledge, you live on fear. You take actions by fear. And that is exactly what has happened to many people. And I'm telling you tonight that apart from anything, give it or take, if you still operate on that same mindset, that's why this training tonight, or this type of training, or me even deciding to talk to us in this way, right, before we dive into the main training tonight, it is not because I don't know you're a big believer of Web3. Yes, of course, you're a big believer, and that's why I appreciated each and every one of us before I even started. But think about it. The question is, your behavior in this environment, is it consistent to the dream that you have? Is a big question. I'm asking you. You know why? Because in trying to understand or gain knowledge, there are steps that must be taken, and some of those steps might not result in a positive result at the beginning. But you see, every experience contributes to the, let's say, to the achievement or to the result you are to create in this particular space. I'm being honest with you. And that is why sometimes people are quick to lose sight whenever things are not going the way they plan it, forgetting that they do not even understand what they're doing first. And that's why education is key. Education and understanding. That's why we don't just sometimes jump into money. Sometimes we help you understand. The crypto market always favor a particular kind of individuals. And who are these kind of people that it favors? Let me tell you something. These are people who take action as a result of logic and understanding of the environment they are dealing with, rather than emotion and feelings based on what has happened as a result of reaction to things that has happened already. See, if you understand what I'm saying tonight, see, let me tell you something. Making money in this space, or let's say the kind of opportunity I have enjoyed or the kind of money I have made, is a result of the mind. See, a friend of mine told me the other day, he was like, bro, the way you dive into futures market, the way you dive into this market and every other thing, I said, bro, fear doesn't exist here. I'm telling you the honest truth. Fear doesn't exist. Why? Anything I'm using to go into this market, I know that I made it. And going back into the market is not a question of fear. But at the same time, I do research, I learn. And some of this learning is these things we are doing. Having understand. You see, this period we are into, take a look at the market, how the market has been generally in crypto space. I can tell you this time around is a time that you must be watchful. You must not blink your eyes. Why? This is the time there are more opportunities in this space to enjoy than any time in the history. You know why? You don't make money. You don't make money when you sell. No. You don't make profit when you sell. You make profit when you buy. Go and read the art of the deal. Are you getting my point? In business, you don't make profit when you sell. No, that particular money you think you made when you sell is as a result of how good you bought. That is just the thing there. And it's exactly the same thing playing out. Now listen. Today, we have a couple of opportunities. And why I reminded us this thing, okay, we're rounding up. I'm going to be rounding up let me just conclude with this. Why I reminded us about some of the mistakes a lot of people have made having access to some of these coins today that are doing extremely well, and they can't boast of anything out of it. Somehow they sold too early. And every other thing is this. We have a token called DEX token. And some of us are holding this token. And some of us are in a great expectant. Some people wrote to me and they said, hey, can we sell now? I think I'm in profit of $100. I said, you are not serious. So it is because of $100 additional or $500 additional or $1,000 additional. Is that the reason why you are here? Right? So what I'm trying to say here is this. There is a gold mine in your hand. And I can tell you the only way you can benefit in crypto market is what we call dollar cost average. Meaning that whenever markets shake a bit down, is a moment to buy and hold strong. Because you don't make profit when you sell, you make profit when you buy. Haven't you seen people that the coin pumped and they sell, making a profit of $1,000, and the thing continue pumping, and they went and bought the top and the market start to dump on them? Haven't you seen that, people? You don't observe. That is just the issue most people are having. But I believe you will understand one or two things. See, currently, there is something that was introduced, and all thanks to the CEO. And this is quite amazing. Why? Because he set up a team of people that will actually help to guide some individuals, a lot of us, to make progress in this particular space. And I can tell you, with the feedback we're already getting about some people making some progress already using this particular robot, is extraordinary. You know why? Why we are doing that is very simple. It is hard to see people diving into the crypto space in bear market, but in Dexify, in this place, we make money regardless of what is going on in the market. And all you need to do is to pay close attention to how this robot perform magic. And I'm telling you, you are going to be testifying this period. I'm telling you the honest truth. This team has been set up already, and they are working tirelessly, helping individuals to make massive progress. And right now, I'll be handing over to the CEO, Young Money. And I must tell you, pay close attention to everything we teach you here, and always reflect back on them and make the right decision always. Peace and love. Thank you so much. Over to you, boss. Thank you.
All right. Thank you so much, Mr. Empire. I believe you guys can hear me now. Please, if you actually enjoyed our section, can I see you put the love emoji? Let me see love emoji, guys. Let's have some love emojis if you actually enjoyed that section. Brief, powerful section from Empire. Okay, I can see a couple of love emojis on the screen. All right, thank you so much. Thank you. I think it's time we can stop spinning the love emoji right now, so we pay attention. All right, so tonight we're gonna be looking at a couple of things tonight. We are gonna be learning the practical ways. Basically, Mr. Caleb is gonna be walking us through the practical ways to provide liquidity. The couple of things you need to know about Dexify that is currently on, and when he's done, I'm gonna come back to wrap up, or Empire is gonna come back to wrap it up. But before then, I want to talk about some few things briefly, just in the next 5 minutes. Let me just talk about this now. A lot of persons want to make money. They come with the ideology of making money. Beautiful. But there are some things we need to understand about success. Success is not built in a single day. And there are a couple of principles I have applied personally for me. I've seen myself grow over the years. I started business in the online industry since 2012, 2011 to 12, and started this particular cryptocurrency 2014. And over these years, I've seen a level of growth consistently. And one of the things that I know that have helped me is called consistency. Now, somebody go to the comment section and write consistency for me. Write consistency. Let's do that consistency quickly, everybody. Go and write consistency on the comment section. Everybody, let's do that. Now, it has to be you being consistent even when you don't feel motivated. Now, so many persons are motivation oriented. They only want to be consistent. They only want to go in. They only want to continue when they are getting results, or when they feel motivated, or when something is motivating them, or someone is motivating them. Now, consistency is even when the going gets tough, when it seems you're weak. Should I tell you that there are so many persons I know, a lot of folks in the industry who only come to crypto during the bull market? I tell you the truth. When market is bearish, you don't see them talk about. I know about two of my friends. Two of them happen to be architects doing great, good things in the industry, in the architecture industry, doing great projects here and there. But they are doing crazily well in the crypto space. But I just observing these guys. Whenever we are in the bear market, you don't hear from them again. They just focus on the architecture business. They just exit the market. When markets is kind of becoming bullish, but I have said it in this place before. My biggest growth in this space was 2020, And that was actually a bear market. 2019, a bear market, 2020 market was becoming a bit bullish, but we're still settling towards the bull market, right? The bull market of 2021. And let me tell you the truth. Consistency have a way of paying you off, paying you huge. Consistency is the key. I am telling you the truth. Most persons are not consistent. Today you want to try, today, and second thing that have helped me in this place is patience. Patience. A lot of persons are not patient enough. And you work hand in hand with consistency. Some persons just they want something. I call it a hit and run stuff. They do business with the ideology of, nothing is ever going to go wrong. They do business with the ideology of everything should be fast. Now, there is no real business, genuine business that doesn't grow over time. You grow over time. Business is built. And I tell people, the day you start doing crypto like a business, the day you change, that is the day you begin to gain real results. But whenever you start doing it like gambling, that is what a lot of people do. They don't know. They gamble, for sure. So many persons gamble. So you don't do crypto like gambling. You do it like business. So what do I mean like business? When you want to set up a business, what do? First, you do your own research. Dio, you do your research, you invest in knowledge. Like I've never seen anybody at all who want to go into business without investing in knowledge. There are few persons and they always pay off. They pay school fees by what? Losing money. Few persons who don't care about knowledge. You just see somebody doing a car business. You don't know, you don't want to learn how to research about buying cars. Let's say you want to buy a car, going to Japan or China or Germany to buy a car to sell in your country, you just jump in immediately. No, you do your research, you invest in knowledge. So that is the third one, knowledge. So many persons they don't care about knowledge when it comes to online business, not just crypto. They just see it like an opportunity input that comes on and you jump on it, you make money. Please, I want us to start seeing the business we do today like a real business. Take it like your personal business. You might have a real, maybe a main hustle, and you want to take this to be a side hustle. If you can invest a little time into this, I want to tell you it's going to pay off big time. And we are here to stay, to mentor us. We are here to train you guys. We are here to provide proper mentorship, proper training. And it's super simple. It's not difficult. The only thing that some of us have not paid good attention. And we discovered that over time, I've been quite busy with a couple of things. And that is one reason why we decided to do something different. What Empire just talked about it before he left. We decided to hire some people behind the closed doors. We decided to train them, like equip them, train them, give them access to this robot, allow them to explore, give them capital to explore with it, and see them bringing in, coming up with huge results. One of the persons that is currently undergoing, they are not done with their training anyways, but they're already training others. One of them, about 3 of them take up a mentorship from a group of persons, about 5 persons. And let me tell you, 4 out of those 5 persons, I got their feedback today. I think I'm going to post it in our group later on. 4 out of them, 1 person out of them, okay, the guy has, let me say, medium, not really up to medium. He has some little capital, has made 120% of that capital. Now, these results are not typical because the other 2, this guy did 120, other 2, they were making progress over time. But there is something I observed today, and I want to talk about it. I've been very, very busy today because I want you to have, know what is really happening. And I can tell you that, see, everything starts and ends with mentorship. Everything starts and ends with knowledge. What you don't know is bigger than you. I tell you the honest truth. See, with this team, we want to duplicate this to every of our team members. And what do we want to do? We want to get these guys into the mentorship training. They come, we are going to be grouping it maybe in badges or as it might be, so that we can be able to have a direct mentorship conversation, direct one-on-one training, whereby you can have somebody guide you. For some persons who, I know people learn in different ways. A lot of persons learn by maybe direct mentorship. Some persons learn generally, they can pick up anything over time. But the ideology behind this is to make sure that everybody that is in contact with us, every of the users who is using Dexify, understand the details of how to use the robot. Let me tell you the honest truth. There is a general way you can do this, but there is an additional knowledge you have on top of the general way that you just do something different that will give you extra income from every other person. And that is just it. And that additional knowledge, sometimes when we look at it, teaching it generally, it seems maybe technical. It's not technical. It's just bringing it in a way that everybody can understand, breaking it down, even in the general way that you can do it, mastering and understanding these things. And how many of us are ready to pay attention? I don't want us to do this like where we're going to be putting up this mentorship session. I'm going to be looking for you guys to attend. If you know you are going to be availing yourself for mentorship, I want to see you spin the love emoji, because we are paying, these guys are being paid for this. They are being paid, they are being trained, we are investing in time. In fact, the time is more than the money. The investment of time is more than the money, because I am a product of mentorship. I understand these things, and I know that the key thing we need to succeed is mentorship. It is mentorship. It is mentorship. Someone was sharing a screen with me today and was telling me how he did provide liquidity with $500 or so, and the result wasn't going as he expected. And I was wondering, is it the same thing I'm doing? So I fixed a meeting with the person tonight. I said, well, after Zoom meeting, I want to have a meeting with you so I can actually introduce you with this particular team of persons, so you can be properly trained. Because if you do this thing the right way, oh my God, if you do this thing the right way, you will get results. Results are not typical, but definitely you can replicate these results. Yeah. All right, you can stop sharing the emojis right now. Stop sharing so we can focus. Now, I tell us consistency. Consistency is one thing that have helped me, and there is something else we are doing. We want to harness every opportunity in the crypto space beyond Web3. I mean, beyond liquidity provision. And there is an update that is coming. And trust me, you see, every update we are bringing, nobody is asking you to pay money to get access to them. We are giving this, as far as you are in our mentorship group, you should be getting every single update for free. You're not paying for anything. So, but we're going to be extending the arms for this thing across every other people who are not part of us, who are not part of our mentorship groups. And the arm is that it's going to be costing $1,000 to get access to this. $1,000, whether you are in DPro 1, DPro 2, as far as you're in our mentorship group, you're not going to be paying $1 for it. It's going to be free of charge. The value is at $1,000, and we're going to be closing the cap at 1,000 persons at maximum. But we want to do the first one with exclusively 500, exclusive 500 persons. And this is the mentorship I want to do before, where we want to raise, I mentioned it, give category of how much we want to do with the bot, when we wanted to test out the V2, if you guys remember, but we couldn't continue because the what we are working on the V2 and the performance we are seeing, the dev team that was in charge of it, we didn't reach out a good agreement at a point, and one of the key important dev left among the team. So we are looking out for getting the extra team, the new team. We've gotten them on boarded to perfect what they stopped, and when they have perfected it, will come back to that particular mentorship we want to start before. But right now, we want to do something that is way better than that, but in different way. And this is going to be exploring Web3 in its entirety. I don't mean just liquidity provision. Yes, we want to explore every damn thing that will make you money in the Web3 space. And let me tell you the truth. No, you can't get this anywhere. I've been in this space and I know what people share. I see people selling courses and doing normal of trainings. I know what people share. I can tell you what we are bringing on board. You can't get it anywhere. I bet you can't get it. It's not like people don't even know. Many persons are not aware of it, let alone that these things exist in the Web3 space, that there is this kind of money in the Web3 space, but we are going to be having access to it. So we are currently factoring this in and working towards it. And hopefully before the end of this week, we hope that by next week, we should kick off with that training. It's going to be a powerful mentorship where we're going to be grinding you in these things, bringing those features in board. So liquidity provision added to it, using Dexify added to it. And the passkey to this is having access to our private mentorship group, which you are not paying. Once you have gotten your D Pro or DVIP, you're qualified. Like most of us here are already qualified for it. All right. So now, we want to also solicit for something, because this thing is going to be a little bit tasky. We've already hired the ones we can hire. So we are going to be expanding an option to our team members, because I consider all of us here to be like team members, even though we are all users of Dexify. So we are, apart from our inner team members already, we are putting more arms to anybody who want to assist. You want to volunteer, because you are going to learn. If you are putting up to assist, it means you are putting up first to be trained. We are going to train you exclusively from others, because you're going to be assisting in training others and doing a lot of things to others. It's going to be overwhelmed to us, because it's going to be like proper detailed mentorship, whereby heart to heart to make sure you get this in. It's like making sure that you understand this business and you succeed in it, because there's no way anybody is going to succeed in what you don't understand, what you don't know, what you are just doing passively, what you are just doing like a lock. They say do this. You don't even, some of us, even when we make money, we don't even know what we are doing. We just know that this app pays. You know, that kind of ideology people used to have. They say this website is paying, this website pays, this app pay. No, nobody build wealth with that kind of thing. This app pays. No, you don't build wealth like that. You build wealth by understanding, studying a business, understanding the business, then implementing what you've learned in the business. And if you deem it fit and see that, oh, this industry, watch your time, because you've seen it. Web3 have changed the life of so many. Like, I can't even count. Millions of persons in different parts of the world. And then we've seen, by the grace of God, not by my strength, we've seen the life of persons through our mentorship change. Even when we are doing it the way we are doing it, like unstructured. Now it's going to be running on a proper structure, and it's going to be massive. It's going to be massive. So, are you ready for this? Well, just before we draw it a curtain tonight, we're going to be having our general class again. We're going to be inviting Mr. Caleb to just walk us through the preliminaries of Dexify, how it works, how to go about it. We're going to be paying attention to him. Now, this kind of mentorship you are getting generally from him and from some of us in a general meeting like this, is not the kind of mentorship you're going to be getting in what I'm talking about. No. Is beyond detailing. It's beyond giving you details. It's holding you by hands and walking you the ladder of success and ensuring that you succeed in it. That is what I'm talking about. However, we are going to start somewhere. And that place we're going to start tonight, I want to invite Mr. Caleb to take us on a journey on kicking off from somewhere. Right now, he's going to be taking us on, the basis of using Dexify to provide liquidity, what it offers. But for the benefit of those who are new and who are joining us, let me just say this. Dexify is a liquidity provision bot, but right now we're expanding beyond liquidity provision. So very soon you'll be going to be hearing me talk about Dexify is an automation bot in the Web3 space, because we are trying to automate beyond liquidity provision. But for now, I would say Dexify is a liquidity provision automation tool that help you automate liquidity provision and help you to earn fees from transactions happening in the crypto space. And you can make money in this space through different ways. And Mr. Caleb, if you're there, jump on the call.
Okay, thank you very much, Boss Gideon. I really appreciate the kind gestures you've actually given to us and every single one of us in this training. All right. So not to waste any much of our time, I'm gonna delve straight into explaining what DexVer actually does. But before that, I'll explain what liquidity provision simply means. All right. So liquidity provision is the provision of financial assets to the markets, to the Web3 markets, so that traders can come and doing that buying and selling, and then you make fees. Just remember that Dexify does not pay you. You make fees by providing liquidity. You are not trading with these guys. You are not doing any of the buying and selling with these guys. All you have to do is provide for these guys, provide the liquidity. When I talk about liquidity, I'm speaking of money. You provide to the traders, and then you'll be able to gain or earn fees. All right. Now, this is where Dexify actually comes in. Normally, providing liquidity comes with its hassle. Providing liquidity comes with analyzing the markets. Providing liquidity comes with analyzing the specific tokens that you want to provide liquidity into. Providing liquidity comes with a lot of analysis, a bunch of analysis, I must tell you. But Dexify has made it very easy for every single one of us to come. You don't have to have any knowledge on Web3, on blockchain, whatsoever. You don't have to have any knowledge on that. It's very easy because Dexify has come into blockchain. Now, Dexify makes this very easy for you to provide liquidity in automation because Dexify uses AI and automation together, because once this is being put together, it brings about massive results. Now, I'm going to show you my account and you see what exactly Dexify has done. So I'm going to be sharing my screen here. But before I do that, I want to explain to you that today is going to be a very massive class. I'm going to be explaining how to open a position. I'll explain. It's going to be very, very easy. I'm going to firstly, because I've not actually done this before, what I will do now is I'm going to show you how to set spending limits. I've gotten a lot of questions about that are wallets not connecting. I'm going to share how seamless it is when setting your spending limits. All right. Now, let me just share my screen here. Give me some time. Okay. My screen should be live in 0, 1, 2, and 3. I think my screen should be live now, right? Oh, my screen is live. Let me just check. Can anybody see my screen?
Go ahead. Your screen is up.
All right. Okay. Thank you very much. So this is Dexify for newbies. This is Dexify. And firstly, if you come to Dexify, you have to bear in mind that you are going into an AI automated system that provides liquidity for users. Please stop writing on the screen. Could you please stop writing on the screen, comedian? You're walking into a platform.
Please, can you stop sharing and share again so that Empire, please take note. Anybody that writes on the screen, remove the person. Okay, don't worry. Don't continue sharing the screen writing as
okay, all right. Okay, so please stop writing on the screen, please, so to avoid getting banned. All right. So Dexify, if you come to Dexify, just bear in mind, like I was saying, just bear in mind that it's an automated system that actually works hand in hand with AI, because in 2026 we have actually evolved to an extent that AI is very, very much appreciated now. Unlike before, when around 2020 to 18, AI was not appreciated. But now AI is doing wonders. So we've decided to integrate AI, because AI deals with machine learning. We've decided to integrate it into liquidity provision. So it will be very easy for anybody without the knowledge in providing liquidity to provide liquidity for these traders, right? So the reason a lot of people buy USDT is because there's liquidity in USDT, and somebody provided that liquidity. So once you buy USDT, you pay this amount of fee, maybe 2% fee, or maybe 1%, 0.5, whatever amount of fee that is being deducted from your funds is going straight to the liquidity provider, the person that actually provided the liquidity. All right. Now, I just want to show you that we have the bot section, that is the autonomy bots. We have the manual section, the semi-automatic. The reason it's semi-automatic, that is semi-automatic, is because the bot actually does the rebalancing for you in as much as you open the positions yourself, but the rebalances, the analysis, the bot does everything for you. So it's semi-automatic. All right. Now, this is what I've actually made in the last few weeks. You understand? So now using the bots, let me just go to the bot section. Using the bot, I've made a total of 777. You can see in the last 7 days, I've made the total of 777. Today I made 139. This was basically the position was open using the autonomy bot. That's the reason I said the Dexify has made it very easy. Anybody can open a position and you earn your fees. You would earn your fees. I assure you that you earn fees.
Hello,
Whether the
please be
market
more
is
louder.
going,
Somebody said you should be more louder.
okay, can you hear me now? I don't know. Let me just draw this a little bit closer to my mouth.
They can hear you. Go ahead.
All right. So what I was saying is that the bots here, like I said, this is the amount I've actually made in the last 7 days. You understand? You can see the last 7 days here. I've actually made this amount using the autonomy bots. Now, if I click on the manual, you see I've made like a little lesser because I was using the manual. Now, like I said, Dexify has made this very easy. We integrated the autonomy bots to make it extremely easy for every single one of you to provide liquidity. Now, let's head over to the autonomy bot here. Once I click on the bot section here, you see this place that's opened onto me. Now, if you come to Dexify, the first thing you want to do is connect your wallet. You go to click on more. Once you click on more, you go to the wallet. You're going to see the wallet section there, and then you connect your wallet. And then you can set your spending limit either here or you can go on here. In as much as once you want to set your spending limit, it's going to redirect you back to the wallet. So firstly, you have to understand that Dexify input token is USDC. So if you want to provide liquidity using Dexify, just understand that you have to have USDC. And just for like, because you're on Solana, you have to have like Solana, the token, just at least $1 of Solana. It's not going to take like much Solana from you just to approve your spending limit. So this set spending limit here, I just want to teach this one. This set spending limit here is you're basically telling the bot that, yeah, this is the amount I want to use throughout my lifetime. Throughout my lifetime, I want to be opening positions. If I open positions and it hits this cap, then stop opening positions for me. That is what you are basically telling the bot. All right. Now we're going to click on set spending limit here. Now, it has redirected me back to the wallet. Now you can see set spending limit. Approve a spending cap so the bot can run autonomously. Can you see that? So what I tell a lot of people is that you don't want to set your spending limit to something very little because you would have to come back here and then you reapprove. You keep reapproving till you wear out. So you want to set your spending limit to something very, very large. Like I said, it's not deducting anything from your account. Just watch as I just demonstrate this. Now, I'm going to set my spending limit to, now watch what I'm going to do. I'm approving my spending limit. I've set it to a lot. This should be around $1 billion. I set my spending limit. And funny enough, as I've said this, a lot of people are going to think that this is going to get rejected. It's not going to get rejected. It will not get rejected. The reason I set it like this is because I don't want to come back here, maybe in the future, and then come back to set my spending limit again. So once I set my spending limit now, then I've already set my spending limit. I'm not going to go through the hassle of coming back here. So you click on approve. All right. You sign in your wallet. Just disregard this thing. This is just now you can see, like I said, you have to have like a little amount. You can see what is actually deducting. I don't know if I can zoom this here. Okay, yeah. So it's actually deducting. It's not even up to $1. You can see. All right. Now sign on. Now you're gonna click on confirm here. Once you click on confirm, it's gonna set. You can see approved $1 billion USDC. I basically told the bot that, yeah, this is what I want to be approved. And now the bot has already said, yeah, this has been approved. Now you can proceed with providing liquidity. All right. Now, if you wish to update your limits, you could actually do that. Click on update, and then you'll be able to add more zeros or maybe whatsoever you want to do. All right. We are not updating for now. All right. Now, once we do that, we'll go back to the bot section here. Now you can see spending limits. has been approved. You can manage spending limit now. Before, what we actually saw was set spending limits. You can see my bot is very healthy. This is what you want to see. Your bot being very, very healthy. All right. So it doesn't run into issues in the future. All right. Now, what we're going to do here is once we turn on this switch, it's going to provide liquidity for us in automation. It will scan up to 100 pools at a second, and then look for the ones that are very good for you, because the last time I spoke about this, I said it uses machine learning. So it reads other providers' behaviors, what they actually missed and what they actually got wrong. It reads all of them and then adjusts itself to make sure that it knows when, how, and where to provide your liquidity. All right. Now, just a little preset here. You can click on any, you can click on establish, you can click on the degen. We all know what degen and establish. Establish is the stable coin. The degen is the volatile token, the volatile coin, whatsoever you want to call it. Now you can either use Fortress, Steady, Flow. So these are all presets, and they come with a different shape. So I'm going to choose auto here because I want the bot to select the best for me. Every single one of them are very good, just for you to know, for your information. Every single one of them are very good. So based on the type of token or based on the type of pool you want to provide liquidity into, then you could actually select the type of presets you actually want. You can see this one is curved, this one is BDAX, this one is curved, this one is curved. Like I spoke, that should be last week. I actually taught you guys about the shapes, taught you guys how the BDAX actually looks. The BDAX actually it's curved, is like a V. You understand? The curve is actually like how would I put, like an N, a small letter N. And the spot is actually vertically straight and horizontally straight. All right. So that is just it for the shape. All right. Once you just click on any, the bot is going to do the pickings for you. All right. Now the bot settings here, the input token is USDC, like I've said. The amount per position, I'll just leave it as $25. All right. The max position, let me just set it to 4 positions. I need the bot to open like 4 positions for me because of time. All right. Set spending limit. Now, is basically the same logic with that of set spending limits for the autonomy bot. Now, the daily spending limit here actually deals with the cap, the total cap. That is, if you're gonna set your spending limit to 5,000, like my own is already set, that means once you provide liquidity for a particular day and you hit that, you deposit, or maybe your capital hits $5,000, then it's not going to open a position for you again for that day. So it refreshes every day. As for that day, once you hit your daily cap, the bot's not going to provide liquidity for you today. You can see spent today 110. I've spent today 110. I've opened some positions. All right. Now the reward strategy here we set it as 5%. Reward strategy simply means the take profit. The capital guard simply means the stop loss. I usually used to leave this turned off. I've never actually triggered any stop loss. I actually like leaving it turned off. But just for discretion, just leave it at minus 10%. I will just leave it at -1. All these are tweakable just based on your preference. All right. Now the deposit strategy here, we have the quote only, the two-sided, and the base only. Now, like I said before, the quote only is the token Y, and the base only here is the token X. That means the quote only is the stable coin, the stable token, while the base is the volatile token. So you don't want to provide liquidity on the base token because it's quite volatile. If we check desk screener, you see that some tokens that are completely volatile. Most of them got rocked. A lot of them, the developers actually sold a lot. A lot of them, people like you and me actually sold out a lot, and then the candlestick actually went so down. All right, so we don't want to provide liquidity only on the base token. We just want to provide not only on the quote token, but two-sided. So we want to earn fees both on the token X and token Y. I don't know if you understand. All right. Now the pool quality here, we're going to leave this. The pool quality is going to be talking about the total value locked, the TVL, the minimum TVL. That is set as 10K. All right, fair enough. Now the minimum 24-hour volume set as 1K. I'm going to leave it at 10K. For the sake of this video, let's leave it at 1K so it opens position so quickly. all right, because it's going to be scanning a lot of pools just to make sure that it follows exactly this streamlined preset I've actually given. So it's all right. Now, pause on volatility. Skip pools during high volatility. I'm going to turn this on. Very recommended volatility threshold. All right. So these are quite something. These are advanced settings. So we don't want to touch that for now because the bot have already done something on it already. Now, what we have to do here is just turn this on.
Can't hear you anymore. We can't hear you anymore.
All right, I think we lost Mr. Caleb, and I'm just gonna pick up from where he stopped. We already rounding up. So I just want to make sure you stay till the end of the training. Don't go until we are done. Okay. So I'm just gonna share my own screen. At a point, I lost him, so I literally. So I'm sharing my screen. All right, and I believe you guys can see my screen. All right, okay. So today market was quite uncertain, and I'm see have some few positions. I don't think they have closed. When we're having this meeting, I have about $273 in profit right now. I've made about $307 in profit today. This week I've done about $2,703 in profit. Now, this thing I want you to know that there were days you will see us making as big as $10,000 back when the market was a bit bullish, and when the market is bullish, one of the advantage you have is that as you make money, this drawdown, there is no way it's not going to affect the market. Not because, yes, you're making money when market is going down, whether market is going up, because it's liquidity provision. Whether market is going down or up, you should be making money. But one thing you need to know is that when market is going down, you are earning money in the volatile pair. And as far as you are making money in the volatile pair, that your profit, sometimes you will see that you are making fees, but the volatile pair is crashing and it's eating your fees up, and can even start giving you losses, right? So these are some of the things we're going to be teaching you how to go about in the mentorship training, how to go about overcoming, making money. You can be earning fees very fast, and as your earning fees is kind of going down because this fee you are making, the one of the pairs, which is the volatile pair, the coin that is it's already crashing. If that coin is crashing, you see that you're earning fees from that coin, but you're getting more of the volatile coin. And that means if you're not earning any fee at all from buy, what happens? You will discover that it might turn to loss. So how do you go about it to make sure that you continue being in profit even as you're earning this fee in volatile pair? These are some of the things you're going to be learning in the mentorship training. We're going to be teaching you a lot of details that I've not talked about at all anyway, apart from those people that we train privately in liquidity provision, how to make sure you ground through liquidity provision. These are top tier 1 secrets in providing liquidity, and I'm going to be training you on top tier 1 secret in creating pools, making money off from these pools, and so many other things you're going to be learning outside liquidity provision and creating pools, and maximizing Dexify, using Dexify to do these things, because definitely, of course, you can use Dexify to do the whole of these things. Sure, you can definitely use Dexify to do the whole of these things. So these are some of the things you're going to be learning. Who is qualified to attend this training? Who is qualified? Only people who have gotten their D VIP or their D Pro. So if you're new and you have not gotten your D Pro, if you're here, you've gotten your D Pro, you're automatically qualified. But there's what you're going to do for me. Make sure you are present. You're present. It's not a meeting that you have to invite people, because it's strictly by qualification. And if you have not gotten your D VIP or your D Pro, you are not getting it to help me. You are getting it to help yourself to make money. As you get it, you're going to be making money from it. How are you going to be making money from it? You're going to be providing liquidity, jumping on opportunities we're going to be talking about to make money from them, and so many things is going to be discussed in that particular meeting. So many opportunities to make money. So tomorrow is Tuesday. We're going to be having a general meeting again tomorrow, and on Wednesday private meeting, because until we are done, and I said something earlier, I'm begging. I think I started getting some messages as we're having this meeting. Have some few persons contacting me already, asking me that they want to they are volunteering themselves to make themselves available for the training and what we are doing. So guys, I really appreciate. I'm not taking this for granted. You volunteering means we are not paying you, but trust me, you're going to be learning a whole lot. You're going to be learning a whole lot. First, you have the privilege of being trained by special people. Like you have the privilege of being specially trained to train others. So you don't need to be someone who can speak well. Once you are someone who can understand fast, because we don't have too much time to train this, because we hopefully by the grace of God, we are starting this kind of mentorship I'm talking about. We intend to start maybe next week or thereabout, maybe highest mid next week or thereabout. And we need to train you guys to make sure you train others. So if you are ready, then send a DM. We're going to select few persons that we can be able to do a visual training with, if it's going to work visually or physically, whatever one that is perfect. We're going to train them to train others. Now, I want to let you know something. You see, we are here to make money. And if you've been following, you are following a leader that have integrity, that mean well for you, that want you to succeed, and that is everything you need. There is one thing you're going to be doing for this leadership you're following, and that thing is what? Following. You have to follow. That following is not that you're following. The following is that we call for a meeting or you're attending. Imagine some of you have gotten your DVIP. Some even have DVIP 6, 5, and you're not maximizing it. Maximizing it in the sense that you don't even know how to maximize it. Why don't you attend this meeting? Why don't you attend this meeting? I trust you. If I say everybody in the group should pay a particular amount of money to attend, most of you are going to be paying. But the funny thing is that some people are going to pay and they won't say attend the meeting. And I'm wondering why. I know you're busy. I know you have a busy schedule. You have another business to do. When we put a mentorship training, be present. Imagine this general training we used to have like this. Some persons don't used to come. They just believe, okay, some of them, because I'm not going to be putting this thing out there in our groups. Do you know why? I want people who are really, I'm not going to be calling, like, informing everybody that you're having this kind of training. It's for those who are present in Zoom. Because of course, these are people that I want to believe are ready for it. These are people that are ready to build well. These are people that are really ready to make money in this space. And when I say there is money here, there is huge. You've seen it. You've seen it. There is huge money in this space. Lastly, let's talk about DESTOCON. DESTOCON is also one of the things we're going to be talking about. We are bringing staking in DESTOCON, and it's actually an added advantage for us to hold DESTOCON and make money from it. We will be giving percentage for the holders of DESTOCON, and it's going to be massive. So if you have DESTOCON, you have not bought DESTOCON, when we bring this up, trust me, we're going to have DEX pump massively. So if you have not go and buy now. Of course, you're going to say, trust me, I'll tell you, I will remind you that I told you, if you've not bought enough, buy more food. And when you buy food, DEX will change narrative in the Web3 space. DEX will change the life of so many persons. It's a future project. It's not a short-time project. It's not a hit and run project. Hold. If you have some capital you want to be using to buy when it's pumped, you sell some, and you can be playing around, but make sure you lock in some capital for the future, because you can buy right now to say to come back, and you see that it has happened to some of us countless times. You see that you are not buying at that price again. You are buying. Let's say you bought right now, and you made like $1,000 profit from it. You are coming to buy again, and you discover that with that your $1,000, you are not even buying what you are holding before. That means you are now losing money. That is what it means. So how do you make sure you make maximum money? You hold for long, and you hold long enough to see the kind of pump you are expecting. At least if you have done 100x and you are selling 100x is good. You can say you want to sell even the 100x or 50x and hold some, fine. But if you have not done up at least 100, 200, 500, 1000x, then you are not good to sell. Hold is going to do it, and trust me, that is definitely going to do it, and it's going to be soon, because a lot of things are being put in place. We are still working on the tokenomics, working on the strategies and patterns and the marketing angles. We're investing a lot. We're going to be investing a lot in marketing to make sure DEX pump. So, and it's a community token. We are the community, and we're going to make sure that every member of the community participate and make maximum money from this token. All right. And finally, I want to say this: we have gotten people falling victims of scammers here and there. Please None of my admins will chat you up privately. On Telegram, you're on Telegram, somebody's chatting you up privately on Telegram, it's a scammer. Do you know what they do when people join Telegram group? They will call them on phone. They will chat you. How do you fall victim to that? It happened to me at a time when we are trying to pay Dex Screener for Dex token. Immediately, we paid and something was happening wrong. We tried to contact Dex Screener on Telegram, and from there, and somebody called me from Dex Screener. We had with the team, and the person said, "I got your mail. I got your message. I'm here to assist you." And just the person was sounding like a good person, like he really mean well to assist us. Say, okay, this I just I just told my team this is scammer. And you know how I knew? Because there is never a way they will do that. They won't call you. Basically, I was still telling them it's a scammer. We went to the group chat, Desk Cleaner group, where the person called us from. We now discovered that Desk Cleaner have already dropped a message. If anybody call you, don't answer, blah, blah, because you know that this scammer exist. And they said us to send them a mail on the official mail. And that was how we send them a mail and they resolve the issue. So what I'm trying to say, these scammers are active. That your little money you are using you want to use to make money to build wealth. Don't go and dash it. Scammers, don't go and dash scammers or fall victim of these hungry boys and girls roaming up and down looking for who to devour. You already have the heat from the market and a couple of things that are there. Please secure your money, hold your money very well. If you don't know what to do with your money, then hold it. At least you can enjoy it, you can go and eat it, use it and solve problems. Enjoy it than dashing it is better than giving it to scammers. But of course, we want to teach you how you can multiply it. That is what we are doing here. How you can scale through without your little money, how you can scale through, multiply it over time. And one thing you want to do is code very well. Like I will tell you, deploy your money into work. But when you are deploying as you're learning, let's assume your entire portfolio is $500 as you're learning. Don't be quick to deploy to scatter your capital. Value that capital so much because that is what's going to make you money. If you lose your capital, how do you start? Where do you start? Even though that is part of the things we're going to be teaching in this mentorship session. If you don't have capital, what do you do to scale through again? So, are you ready? Get ready if you are not ready. It's going to be massive and it's going to be mind-blowing. Bringing up that opportunity again, and trust me, you are not paying for it because you've paid your dues by being part of our community members and part of the user. Just make sure you have your deep protocol ready. And lastly, there are a lot of scams that are currently getting in vogue. I've seen a couple of people sending me messages here and there about some of them. You see people telling you about investment schemes, they're about this their network marketing scheme thing that they do that at the end of the day they disappear to moonlight. You don't get to see them again. Don't fall scheme to these things. Yeah, don't fall for them. Don't fall for them. I know some of you will see fall, but at least it's on record and this is being shared on YouTube. That I once told you countless times you shouldn't fall for these things and you go and fall. I don't know what I've said it earlier that we just like this mindset. This thing is new. We know it's calm, but you feel it's new. Let me just do it with my spare money and multiply it. I've said it before. There is no wealthy person that build wealth like that. There is none. By the grace of God, we've run businesses that have run into millions of dollars. And I can tell you, I didn't get to that stage by jumping in. I had made that mistake in the past, and that is where I paid my school fees, and that's what I'm telling you not to do. Whereby I see businesses that they promise hell and death. I know when I got last year, I got this team from Canada, and okay, I sent someone in Canada to verify one or two things. They had an office in Canada or something like that. Or the office they claim is their office in Canada exists. That is just the real thing. But at the end of the day, when I was studying them, the first red flag was they offered me money. They offered $25,000 for me to be ambassadors and their fees. I said, me that have learned from my school fees, promote this kind of business, never. When I look at it, what is your real product? This thing you say this thing is doing, how is it actually doing? Is this really solving this problem? At the end of the day, I discovered it doesn't watch it. And I just got to know a few days ago that these guys are off. They are nowhere to be found. To be honest with you, if I haven't learned from it, anybody will think that these guys are genuine. They wanted to come to Africa, so they needed some top marketers to dominate Africa, maybe come to Nigeria and some of that. And that is how they started contacting some persons. I knew somebody I know in the industry, maybe not really in the Web3 industry, but he's a very good marketer and other things, own popular YouTube channels. This guy, I don't know how much you offered him, but I saw him pushing it on YouTube, promoting it, talking about it on YouTube. I just smiled because I know I was offered $25,000 to be part of it. I rejected it because I know I never knew they are going to fold, like, because I made effort in verifying, but I knew it's not like they don't have a real product that solves real problem. And once you're not solving real problem, how do you sustain? How do you tell me you are into this and that and that and that? How do you make the money to pay people? In fact, I never even believe in investments. If you want to do investment, I tell you the truth, if you want to do investment, we have a couple of things you do. I tell people go and do Treasury bill. There is this new one that I learned recently that banks are doing. You can go and do it. A couple of them, where you know you invest money, at least more money is coming from it. It might be little, but at least you know your money is 100% guaranteed. All those investment schemes are not real. That is just the truth. Because I tell you, if you want to do reinvestment scheme, you gotta register with SEC. You know how much you do that and all those stuff. Most of them don't have the integrity to do that. That is just the truth. And what you do, you save your money. That's what I'm trying to say. Don't fall to scam pyramid schemes that is going to be hyping up and down. Don't fall for them. People are hungry. They will create a lot of things to make money off from you. So what do? Even if you are not part of this system, even if you are not doing this business, let it be what you're going to be taking home today, that you build business by investing your time, your resources, knowledge. That is one of the things into that business, understanding it, understanding what you are doing. That is the system we want to build here. A system, we want to build a community that know what they are doing. Yes, most of us are Web2 people, but we want to migrate you properly into Web3. Make sure you are rooted in Web3. You have roots in Web3. That everything, opportunity that you see in Web3 that can make you money, you are taking advantage of them. That is what we are doing. And we have a real product solving, a powerful product solving a real problem. Solving a real problem. You can see it. Yeah, it might not be 100% perfect. We are not claiming to be 1.100 perfect, but one thing I know is that we are steadily improving, and we could see changes every single day happening. And we are giving ear to listening to our users, our customers, where you're having little glitches, and we are solving this thing. We are actively implementing to make sure every feedback that is gotten is being solved. See, let me tell you, would have gone beyond where we are right now. Thank God for the improvements and everything. What affected us at a point was developers. People don't know behind the same things that happened. First and foremost, February 4th, we got scammed by our biggest developer. I told us before, which the matter is in the FCCT now. From there, recovering from there, a lot of just developer issue, but thank God that God has given us very high skilled, trusted hands that God is using to pivot and take us to the next level. And that is why you see that some of the changes you've seen right now are being made and they are being effected, and you've seen a lot of improvements over time. One thing I want to tell you, if you're following this course and you're following this journey, I want to guarantee you that you are going to smile at the end. Like, you are going to be grateful that you stayed true and you stayed with us in this business. We are building an empire where everybody eventually is going to become multi-millionaires and billionaires. So I call you my colleague or my fellow billionaires, because I believe when I see each and every one of us, especially those of us who are mindful, who know what we're here to do and what we're here for, I see you as my fellow billionaires, and we are going to achieve that course in this journey. And if you are sure you will journey with us to achieve the course of becoming a billionaire, I want to see you spin the love emoji as we round up tonight. Just pin the love emoji as we round up tonight. Let's see a couple of love emojis already. Thank you so much, everybody, So if you have not gotten your D protocol, please rush right now and get your D protocol. Okay. If you are yet to get, rush and get your D protocol and make sure you are present, or your DVIP, make sure you are present tomorrow night